Alright, that's definitely gonna go in the thumbnail. That is for sure, and there's nothing you could do to stop me. Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Dragon Ball episode talk. But before we get into this episode, let me talk a little bit more about the last episode, because I forgot something very important because I didn't write it in my notes. And that is the fact that Krillin ends his fight with a fart in the face of that stink man. And it was just the perfect ending. I forgot to mention that, so now I have. So, this episode starts off with Goku and Krillin looking for Master Roshi because he seems to be missing. And Ranfan is putting on lipstick to make herself look a bit more pretty. For Nam, it seems. However, Nam is too distracted by the problems of his village. Because it seems like he came here because of the fact that his village doesn't have any water. And when he wins this tournament, he'll be able to bring water back to his village. And that's why he's here. So later on, we have Giran, who is eating. And then Goku is hungry, and I'm like, how though? You just ate before Krillin fought, and also Krillin fought. You didn't fight. Why? So Goku joins in on the meal with Giran, his opponent, and then Giran kind of has a little bit of a eating competition with Goku. However, when Goku hears the fact that Nam seems to be hungry, Goku grabs the food and brings it over to Nam. And that makes Giran not very happy. However, they'll be settling that in the ring very soon because the next match is about to begin. Jackie-chan versus Yamcha. So, how does this battle go? Well, it's an interesting battle, so let's just get into it. Starting off, Yamcha doesn't really know what to do about this old man. So he's just gonna go on the attack and see what happens. So Yamcha starts his attack with his fast attack. However, they're not fast enough, sadly enough, because Jackie-chan dodges all of them. Even the Wolf Fang Fist, his special move. So, basically, Jackie-chan has some moves. He is a good fighter, which Yamcha already knew because we see a flashback of the fact that, Jackie-chan was able to win his matches very easily without really, touching his opponent or punching at all. So, Jackie-chan is like, how about a winter breeze? And then he, makes his hands colder and, puts his hand forward, which causes the wind to pick up and blow Yamcha right out of the arena, and Yamcha loses. The first instance of a ki attack. A ki-ish attack. It's not like a ki blast, but it's more like, using your ki, your energy in order to win. And everyone's kind of stunned. I mean, Yamcha definitely is stunned. Like, how did you do that? And Krillin is like, oh, I wonder who's gonna fight him next. It's me, isn't it? Yep, Krillin, you're the next opponent for the Jackie-chan. However, the episode isn't done. We're only about halfway done. We still have half an episode to go. So, next fight will be Nam versus Ranfan. However, before that, Jackie-chan reads Nam's mind and learns of the trouble causing his village, which will become important more later on. And also, Yamcha thinks Jackie-chan and Roshi are related. Which, hey, that could be true. So, this fight is actually pretty interesting because it works a lot on biology, which I think is actually kind of funny. Because of the fact that starting off, Ranfan shows that she can fight. The problem is, so can Nam, which means she doesn't stand a chance because women are biologically weaker than men. That is just a fact. However, then she starts to cry after Nam barely hits her, which is not a biological fact. However, this was a fake out instead. So she does a really hard punch to Nam, and let's be honest here, women may be weaker than men, but they still can punch though. They might not be able to punch as hard as a guy, but when you let your guard down and you get punched in the gut, that's gonna hurt. No matter who Ranfan could have been a little girl, and that still would have hurt if you let your guard down. Because obviously, Nam is the gentleman, so when she starts to cry, he's like, oh, sorry, and then she punches him. But then Ranfan tries to fight a bit more, however, it doesn't really work on Nam, sadly enough. So, she tries a bit of flirting, which is also ineffective. So, when all else fails, let's do the one thing men cannot resist about a woman. Let's have her undress into her underwear. And my goodness, it works. Nam is almost thrown out of the ring because of the fact that he's trying to be polite and kind of starting to back away because the woman is in her underwear. Goku not understanding any of this kind of stuff. However, this is basically very much based on real world events. If a guy speeds through a school area, he will get fined or thrown into prison. If a woman has a little bit of cleavage, unbuttons her blouse a little bit, she'll get off of it with a warning. It's a simple thing. However, Nam comes up with the perfect idea in order to win. Close your eyes. So he does. He closes his eyes and knocks her out. However, because of this whole thing, Jackie-chan has been making some interesting noises. And Yamcha now thinks that Jackie-chan is Roshi, which, come on, they look nothing alike. You know, I mean, they both have a beard, but that doesn't mean that they're the same. Come on, dude. Like, the related part, I understand. But, like, they're not the same people. Come on, don't be dumb, Yamcha, please. But basically, Nam advances, and the next episode will be Goku versus the monster Giran, which is actually called a monster, which I didn't know. I didn't know he was called a monster until the narrator at the end of this episode said, like, the monster Giran. I was like, oh, hey, the monster. He was actually called a monster. I just didn't know what creature he was, so I called him a monster. But no, he's actually a monster. That's pretty cool. Also, this episode was once again a really good episode. Come on, the whole Nam versus Ranfan fight was a gag from Toriyama. It's classic. It's once again breaking the expectations that you may have. Because who was expecting her to undress to her underwear? No one. However, it was a smart tactic because she almost won because of it. It was funny. That's all I'll say. Then also about Yamcha versus Jackie-chan, it really shows how good Jackie-chan is and the fact that he's gonna be an actual threat in this thing. Because you just have an old man fighting, but Jackie-chan now showed that he has a threat. Also, by the way, Jackie-chan can't be Roshi because he's not wearing sunglasses. That's a very important part for Roshi. And also, he doesn't have a turtle shell, but the glasses are a little bit more important. But I very much enjoyed this episode. I thought the Nam versus Ranfan fight was, well, very attractive, but also very funny. And also, I thought, you know, Jackie-chan being able to dodge all of Yamcha's attacks, meaning the fact that's like, look, not everyone in this tournament is going to be a joke like we saw before, or gonna have some kind of dumb gimmick like we saw last episode. Some of them can actually be a threat. I think it helps hype up the tournament a bit. But let me know your opinions in the comment section down below about this episode. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new over to dance already. Turn on notifications and don't forget to check out my Let's Play channel. Link in the description and at the end of the video. And I'll be seeing you guys next week for the Monster Giran versus Goku. Bye!